Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the hero's journey. We're here on the level 60 Shadowknight ROG Shaman, and at this point, as far as AAs go, it might be easier to just tell you which ones I don't have. We're up to 2,214 AA points spent with 12 AA points saved. I'm struggling at this point to find things to spend AA points on that are useful. I'm down to pretty much minimally useful activated abilities or just additional activated abilities that I don't feel like having to worry about clicking. We are in Dawnshroud Peaks and we're about to zone into Sanctus Seru. I think today I'm going to work on trying to get the Ark's key, which is the key needed to access Lord Inquisitor Seru. I'm at a point where I've been farming Shra Temple. Oh man, these guys actually like me. Killed the Emperor and his buddies, I don't know how many times. More than 5, less than 10. I've been trying to get Spirit of the Leopard from the Emperor. So far, no luck. I have gotten a handful of useful items, including some upgrades, and I'll show those in a minute. I'm just trying to. I don't know this area well. So there's a key, but it's not like a traditional key that you like click on a door with. It's a key that teleports you somewhere. And in order to get that, teleport being to get to Lord Seru. In order to get that key, you have to kill the 4 like mini boss guys in these pyramid things here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let me go like that. I don't know what they do, exactly where they are. Okay, it looks like this one is upstairs. So I'll figure out how to get upstairs. So Saru, hey, I don't know what he does, what he drops, but from what I understand, he's I don't know, he drops some good stuff. I know for sure he drops ancient spells, and I could use at least one of them. That'd be pretty cool to actually get like a spell upgrade as opposed to a gear upgrade. Nope. Nope. He's gonna be... Oh, you know what? We're in the open world zone and he's probably dead, right? Yeah. Alright, let's run back to the zone in or figure out where the guy is to start our own instance. Let me get rid of these labels here. I actually need the labels to see wherever the Echo is. This Maris or Dawnshroud. Where did we come in? It's got to be over there, right? To the north. As far as what items I've gotten recently, I upgraded this ring uh, to legendary. I think I got either an enchanted or a regular version. And I just stuck my augments from my previous ring into it. Alright, there's the echo. Hail him. Do a non-respawning instance. The guys we're after are raid targets, so I assume they're in the non-respawning instance. Once we do get access to Seru, again, I have no idea how hard he is, whether I could actually kill him. I feel like in Lucklin, I could probably kill anything. What just happened here? I didn't know these guys would attack me. Um, yeah, I mean, we've got over 2,200 AA points. Pretty much all of the passive abilities are, my gear is like really good, at least for what I have access to. Um, my sustainability during long fights is great. It would take a lot to kill me, so I feel like I could probably kill Saru. Just a matter of getting to him. So I got to get the key, figure out how to get to him, learn the mechanics of the fight. I've never done the fight. I think it might be some type of a custom encounter on this server. I don't know. Uh, yeah, not sure. So we upgraded our ring to this thing. Quite good. Also has a warn effect that increases strength, armor class, and dexterity, which is nice. You know, just an added bonus. Alrighty. This guy, I don't know where he would be. We upgraded. Oh no, we've had this Ring of Destruction for a while. I don't know if we got any other like. Oh, we got an earpiece. I think we got a enchanted version that we upgraded to legendary. Um, that might be it as far as what gear has changed. Oh, legs too. Did upgrade the legs. The upgrade pieces that I've got are from the Shroud Temple. Don't remember exactly which bosses. I've killed them all multiple times. Um, so you might notice my character looks a little different. And he's main-handing the Shadowknight Epic, Inoric's Curse now. Um, the different look for the character is just glamours. I made some blue fine plate armor and I turned it into the NPC in the bazaar to get glamours. Just to, I don't know, I had a ton of money that I'm not like buying stuff from people with. So I just burned it on making glamours to make my armor look consistent. Um, the Inoric's Curse in the main hand is new though because there was a recent patch that changed rogue backstab a little bit, and in order to do full damage on a backstab, you don't have to have a dagger in the primary hand. So you'll notice when I start attacking things, you'll notice I no longer get the your backstab was like had reduced damage or something, whatever the chat message was before. Um, since it will use the dagger in my offhand to um, calculate that backstab damage. So I'm doing high damage with my primary hand, but also doing high damage with the backstabs. Where the heck is this guy? Turn on labels. I assume he's up, right? He's got to be up. Alright, so the guy we're looking for in the northeast, his name is Pricertrum Rugal. So he's right there. But where is he? I did not see. I don't know. Maybe I just ran right past him. Is he here? He would be over here. How do we get to where? I can target him. I don't know where he is though. I mean, we could find out the hard way where he is. It would be nice if I could like walk to him though, and like see him. Maybe I don't. Maybe there's a different like door that I need to go in. Nope, that one just goes that way. Alright, maybe is there like stairs over here? Doesn't look like it. Where are there some stairs? There's some stairs there. So maybe we go up. Maybe there's other stairs or something? I don't know. I don't think we explored over here. This? What's this go? This go. Okay, this looks promising. Maybe not. He's gotta be like upstairs somewhere. I thought I looked at all the rooms up here, but maybe I didn't look hard enough. Okay. Okay. So, that was, yeah, hopefully I can get, I wonder, okay. Alright, I happened to get close to this, and I heard like a humming sound. So I was like, alright, I'll click on that. Yes, okay. So, maybe it was like, noted on the map or something, and I didn't see it, but, alright. Where is he? Okay, there he is. There he is. All right. I don't know anything about these guys, but again, or hang on a minute. Let me talk a little bit about some of the gear that I got. It's mostly like clickable items that I've found useful. What do we got? We've been using that. So we got this. I don't know if I showed this before. It has a castable thorny shield, so it's just a damage shield. It says 4, but I think I get like 8 out of it. So I've been using that. It gives me that. We got this Vengeful Mail of the Void, enchanted. It has a Heart of the Void buff that gives us a hit point buff and resistance to cold and magic. So that's pretty cool. Right there. And that's this buff right there. And then we got Torque of the Worm Lord. I think that's off the Emperor. Invigoration of Rightland or Rightan. Gives us charisma, stamina, and hit points. We don't need the stamina, but I'll take the 300 hit points. So I'm click on that. What else do we got? We got a ring, a Jade Skull ring, with a clickable null magic. So I'm planning on upgrading that to legendary just to decrease the time, the cast time. But I've found it useful, at least in Shroud Temple, for debuffing some of the bosses, like High Priest comes to mind because he's generally got a bunch of cleric buffs. Yeah, or if I end up with a debuff on myself that is annoying, that can't be like curse or disease or poison cured, then I can use this on myself to attempt to remove it. The problem with that is you have a chance to resist casting it on yourself. So if your magic resist is high, which mine is quite high, like I am capped right now, 615 magic resist, then yeah, casting it on yourself has a chance to resist, so it won't actually remove the debuff. The nice thing is though, if you don't resist the dispel slash annul magic and you cast it on yourself, it doesn't have a chance to remove your beneficial buffs, only your negative debuffs. So there's that. What else do we got? I think that's about it. Oh, with the change to the dagger, the rogue, like not needing to have a piercing weapon in the primary hand to do full damage backstabs, I got a Shisar Knight's sword for killing the Emperor. So I've been main handing this. It's got, where is it? 96 Shisar Bane damage on it. So I've been putting that in my primary hand and then putting the dagger, the corrupted Shisar dagger, in my offhand when I kill the Emperor. Yeah, that's about it. Um, no, yeah, no huge like AA changes. Nothing really worth mentioning. I think the biggest thing I picked up recently was Call of the Ancients right here. Class ability, 8 ranks. I think it's 5 points per rank, and 15-minute cooldown. It summons a stationary ward or like an invisible NPC that stands there, and it just like casts a heal over like keeps a heal over time buff up for you in your like song slash short duration window. Um, so it's been nice. Like helps with my sustainability even more. What other things? So they changed the darkness line of damage over time spells for Necros and Shadowknights so that the snare and the damage over time portion are split. So if you cast this on something, it will put like Cascading Darkness debuff on something, and it will do the damage over time. But then it will also put, I think it's called like uh, I don't know, something snap um, to handle the snare portion of it. And what that does is it helps you be able to use that line of spells because basically they've been useless on bosses. Uh, uh, because if bosses are immune to like movement speed changes, then they would be totally immune to the darkness line of spells. But now you can actually use them on the bosses and get the damage over time portion, just not the snare portion of the effect, which is fine. All right, let's go after this guy. The other nice thing about the darkness line of spells, which I have not been using at all, again because like most of the bosses I've been fighting have been immune, is that they last 3 minutes. So it's a 3 minute dot, which is awesome, and just additional damage that I didn't really have access to before. All right, this guy is no problem. Oh, I recently figured out that I can actually see all the debuffs that the guy has. I just haven't had the target window expanded enough to do so. So, like, if I drag this out, you can see all the debuffs. It covers my crit window or whatever, and I could move it, but like yeah, if I'm doing like a long boss fight, like Emperor or something, um, I've been dragging it out like this so that I can see uh, like which debuffs are fading and which dots need to be reapplied. So here's the Shadow Snap. That's the snare portion of the Darkness line of spells, and then you can see there's a separate Cascading Darkness debuff that actually handles the damage over time. I don't know if this stuff is immune to poison. I've got my magic slash fire dots going because I've been spending a lot of time in Shra Temple, and most of the stuff there is highly resistant or immune to poison. All right, so there's the Shard of the Eye. We need that. Arms of Augmentation. Summon Throw-in Dagger. That's kind of cool. All right, so we got to go find 3 more of those guys. Figure out how to get out of here. Hopefully we can just. Okay. All right, good to know about those little square pieces that seem to be portals of some kind. All right, I'm gonna throw out my spell set, load spell set, put up my poison fire dots. I'll lose Teen Breath and put up Cascading Darkness. So yeah, with the recent patch, the the changes to the um, ROG and Shadowknight were unexpected. I I keep saying this, but I feel like I did not need any help, and I was doing okay, and now I'm just doing even better with those changes. Like now I can main hand my Shadowknight Epic, which chunks. It does some good damage. It also has the um, proc on it. What is the Soul Corruption? Soul Consumption, sorry. Um, 30-second damage over time spell, um, which also siphons life and gives it to me. And it's I don't know if the description says how much. Oh, it says 50 damage every 6 seconds, but uh, yeah, it does more than that. Let's see if I can get if there's a tick in here where critted. It was critting for like 700, 800, something like that. So I don't know what the base damage of that dot is, but um, certainly nothing to. Um, it's not minimal. All right, let me get my thorny shield up. All right, mallow this guy. For longer fights, I've been using. I made a hotkey for clicky dot. So basically, just it clicks these Elder Spiritus Vambraces, which is a 4-second cast of a minute and a half damage over time spell. So additional damage. See all these dots I got on them here. I've also got some bandolier setups that I hotkeyed and I put over here. It's a little hard to see. But I got one for Tash, which swaps in my Journeyman's Walking Stick. I got my regular damage, so that's what I'm using right now. The weapons, I got my Avatar weapon, so I click that and it just automatically puts in my Prismatic Spear to proc Avatar. And then once I notice the proc, I just hit my damage when Avatar's on, so I hit my damage button again and just swap. It's basically one-click weapon swaps, so you can open your bandolier, I think with the B key, at least for me, and set up like weapon sets and hotkey them to be used. That was a pretty good leg spike there. All right, we got that one. Mace of Presence, dodge mod. Alright, let's go find the next guy. Well, this is going pretty well. I wasn't sure how difficult it would be to get these pieces. I don't know what to do with the pieces after I get them, but I'll figure it out. Alrighty. I will say if you're planning to use the bandolier, just be wary. It's a little wonky sometimes. I have had one in particular, this Wave Crasher one, that like yeah, it just shows up empty. Like I create it, I add the stuff to it, I save it, and then all it just removes all the other stuff. It only puts that main hand thing in there. Like I'll delete it. It's empty right now. Maybe I'll redo it later. Um, but yeah, I got this Wave Crasher here. It procs Breath of the Sea, which is a cold base damage over time, and also a 20% attack slow. So I thought that would be cool to be able to swap in on the fly if I needed it. But I haven't been, yeah, haven't been able to like get the bandolier to like include that plus my offhand and range weapon. Um, I've also had some weird things happen with the bandolier and uh, like duplicating items. I don't know how to describe it. So if I am like making a bandolier set, an O weapon set, and I like save it, and then I like try and manually change weapons, and I go back and like hit the bandolier button. Sometimes one of my weapons will disappear and it'll duplicate one of my other weapons. For example, I've had it duplicate this Myrakar's Dagger of Vengeance. I ended up with two of these legendary ones, and I don't have two. Um, And it seems to be some type of visual bug or something because yeah, I don't know. I was like, did I just lose? Because it replaced what I had with this extra one that I didn't need. Uh, so I don't know. If somebody could figure out how that was happening, they'd probably be able to exploit it to create like, you know, extra things or something. I did not. All I did was I noticed it happened. I logged out, logged back in. Everything was back to normal, or at least the item that I thought disappeared was in my bag. So I don't know. Be aware of that. If it happens to you, logging out and back in kind of cleared whatever was going on and fixed it for me. What is that? Oh, does he have like a reflect or something? Chance to reflect spell by 50%. That's not cool. So yeah, he reflected my mallow on me, I guess. I don't know. Do I want to try and dot him? Melissanite. Yeah, I'll try, I guess. Alright, we got that on him. Like, I guess I can cure myself if I, at least for poisons. He resisted Bane or Knife. Alright, we'll try this again since it's already on me. Alright, got him with that. I don't. Alright, that. I'm only gonna stick to poisons since I can cure those. This is a permanent buff, so I don't think I can dispel it. I can try. Where's my this annul magic right here? We'll try it. It's probably gonna bounce back and hit me though. Nope, all I did was dispel my own stuff. Alright, what do we got? I'll try Mallow on him again, I guess. Oh, just got myself. I'm gonna hold off on casting more spells since if I cast any more, it's gonna start overwriting my other buffs. Or if I cast any more and they get reflected. Alright, Radiant Cure that. Hmm. Just realized my pets are dead. Alright, we got him. Axe of Reckoning. Huh. Alright, I'll try to annul my. Oh, okay. I guess we don't need to do that. Cast. I don't remember remember the name of my pet spells. Warder, Spirit of the Howler and Cackling Bones. So cast Spirit of the Howler. Cast Cackling Bones. Not sure when they died. Maybe I need to actually include SHD in the name? Cackling. Am I misspelling? Cackling Bones. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you actually have to include the parenthesis SHD if you're going to cast the Shadowknight um, pet buff from your um, spellbook. Alright, let's see. Detrimental, let's put Mellow back on there. I did make a couple hotkeys for rebuffing my pets. I got buffs and buffs too, so that just casts Spirit. Oh, hang on a second. Let me do my clicky buffs. Alright, and then this. Alright, let's redo that. Alright, so it does Spirit of Beauty, and then the Talisman buffs. That's the group stat buffs. Brood, I think, is Stamina, Rhino's Strength, Cat is Agility, Raptor is Dexterity. And I just click them off. I don't need them. They're just for my pets. Okay, that's another annoying thing. Hang on. Stop. They introduced like additional info for like when spells don't take hold, and it seems like a side effect of that is if you have a buff on yourself that would prevent a group buff from taking hold on yourself, and you have yourself targeted, that it just doesn't cast the spell. So you have to either not target yourself or target your pet. So you see here, Kerr's focusing wasn't, or maybe did I? It didn't cast Talisman of the Rhino or Raptor because Kerr's focusing is on me. Let's try that again. I don't have any. I have my Shadowknight pet targeted. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that worked. I'll click these off. I don't want them. And then do. Whoop, nope, 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 nope. My second buffs too button does Talisman of Epuration. That's the disease, poison, resist buff. Does Curse focusing, regrowth of Dark Aura, and then my pet haste spells. Okay, and then typing out the other buffs that I want to do. Primal Avatar has a cooldown, so I can't recast it yet onto the wolf pet. Burst of strength, resist magic, resist fire, resist cold. I'll try to remember to give him Primal Avatar in a minute or two. What else? Let's see, pet. Shaman health. Let's check his haste percentage. don't see it listed, unless I'm missing it. Oh, 80% right there. So if I cast Celerity on him, we'll see if that goes up. I don't know if this window is dynamic or if I have to. It's still at 80%. Let me try close it and reopen it. 80%. So Celerity did nothing. I guess I'll get rid of that. Alright, try Primal Avatar. No, yeah, cooldown not met. Okay, sneak hide. So that was 3 of the 4 that we need. Let's go find the 4th one. I think we already got this guy. And I think we just came from that side, right? Is that the center? Yeah, I think that's where Seru is. Lord Inquisitor Seru. Northeast is... Okay, I think we got that guy. Probably this one. Oops. There's a bug or I don't know, feature, annoying thing that's currently going on in game related to Shadow Curse, the Shadowknight AA that spawns swarm pets when you kill things. Shadow Curse, right? Where is it? Shadow Curse, yeah, this one. So I don't understand why, but they keep you in combat even after they die or you're out of combat. So yeah, quite annoying. The only way to get out of combat is to zone out or log out, like camp out. I've tried feign death. I've tried, um, yeah, I've tried like telling my swarm pets to get lost, you know, slash pet get lost to kill them. Um, yeah, so I currently have Shadow Curse disabled with the slash alt toggle 17792 command. Just because it's been too annoying to deal with being stuck in combat for ever. Alright, so it doesn't look like this guy's gonna go away. I might have to kill him. That's alright. What does this guy do? Let's see. Thought Drain proc, Aura of Domination proc. Oh, another thing I picked up for AAs was Cannibalization. Finally. That's the Shaman. I think it's like 5-minute reuse. Like massive, like 3-minute. Takes 4,000 health and gives you 2,200 mana. So that's been kind of nice. All right, let's get this guy. we'll pop Canny. You'll see my health go down and my mana shoot up. Right there. Yeah, and then I just immediately heal myself through like life tap procs, so alright, we got this guy. Poison had faded. Rogue poison, I mean. Since I got to level 60, I don't know if I mentioned it, I've started using better poisons. These are clickable at level 60. Made through the Rogue Make Poison ability, the trade skill. But the ingredients to make them can all be purchased in the bazaar. They do have a high trivial of 220-ish, but if you're at this level, it shouldn't be too hard to skill up, and definitely worth it. I've been using Seleucic's Burn for killing the Emperor in Shroud Temple, since he's like either very or completely immune to poison. So the Seleucic's Burn gives me a fire-based direct damage proc as opposed to a poison-based one. So while poison would be optimal, has good synergy with the poison phobia debuff, since that does like gives you plus 100% damage to poison stuff. Something is better than nothing. So I'll take the bit of damage from the fire proc as opposed to no damage from the poison proc. Alright, so we got the 4 things right here. Let me pause for a minute and figure out what I'm supposed to do with these. Alright, so we've got to go to Kata Castellum to turn in these 4 shard things we got to get the Arc's key needed to access Seru. Let's pause again. I'll teleport to the bazaar and check out the waypoints I have access to and see what is closest to Kata. Alright, just zoned into the bazaar. I have, since I got so many AAs and like didn't have a bunch of stuff to spend it on, I got the Mass Group Buff and Tranquil Blessings AAs, which make you do Mass Group buffs or AE buffs. So when I'm passing through the bazaar, I'll usually hit one of those and do like, I don't know, cast here, Kura's focusing. Just give my fellow heroes my not so great level 60 Shaman hit point buff. There we go. Good luck, guys. Alright, so we're here at the magic map and looking at what we have access to for the waypoints. I want to say Twilight Sea might be closest. I don't know. The guy we need is closest to the Tenebrous Mountain side of the zone. But I know Twilight Sea is right next to Catacastilum. And I don't have the Tenebrous Mountain, so that's probably the best bet. I'll just go to Twilight Sea. Okay. Let's hit Levitate. Check out where we need to go. Don't need those. Over this way, I guess. Right over here. Now I did go to Castellum. I'm not sure how you say that. Once I was feeling nostalgic and turned in a quest that I had done 25 years ago to get a enduring breath neck piece. Do these guys like me? Nope, they do not. Sneak hide. Yeah, so the quest NPC that I visited in Castellum wanted to kill me, so I had to do the whole sneak behind him and turn the things in. It was just turning in 3 Shisar organs, which I got from just killing stuff in Shra Temple, to get an amulet of the Grey Wastes, which is pretty bad comparatively. Enduring Breath neck piece, amulet of Grey Wastes. Yeah, there you go. This thing. Yeah, no AC, just some stamina, magic and cold resistant. Has a worn enduring breath thing. So I guess if you really need an enduring breath item and you didn't have anything else, like I'm still carrying this fishbone earring around. I don't know why. Actually, did I already? Yeah. I don't even need to carry that around anymore. I already bought innate lung capacity, so I have like full permanent underwater breathing. So frees up a bag slot, I guess, next time I'm at the bank. Or Tribute Master. Alright, so the guy we need, I guess, is over closer to this side. Hang on a minute, let's do this. Okay, we are hiding. We're going to do a stealth getaway to teleport over to this side of the zone, because that's where the succor point is. Okay. Looking for Elneric August Leaf. And aside from closest to the Tenebrous side and in a large castle, that's all the information I have. So I'm going to take a minute and try to find specifically where he is. Alright, so he is over here somewhere. Right there. That's his marker. We are here. And I gotta figure out how to get in there. Oh, I should probably hide, right? Hide, sneak. These guys don't like me. Alright, that's the guy we want. There he is. Alright, I'll have to figure out if he will kill me or not. Just out of curiosity. Hide. Yep. I don't know why. I've never been here. Well, I mean, I've been here once to turn in a thing, but... Alright, let's try and turn these in. And death piece. And he's gonna nuke me. No, don't hit me. Alright. Oh, I'll go over here. There. Alright, so we got the Ark's Key. Effect is Ark's Force. The power of truth teleports your party to an area inside Sanctus Seru. And they recently just like patched this so that you can only use it inside Sanctus Seru. I don't know like why people would want to use it outside of Sanctus Seru, but you know, maybe they were doing something that they shouldn't have. Alright, let's Teleport back to the bazaar. Alright, we're back in the bazaar. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We're not going to go try and kill Seru now, because Seru is similar to the Emperor in the Shra Temple, in that in order to hit him with melee, you need Bane weapons, Seru Bane weapons, and I don't have any. It's possible I could kill him. I mean, I think I probably could kill him. Uh, I don't know. I don't know the fight. It would just be nice to be able to kill him, like hit him with weapons. So, um, I think maybe in the next episode we'll work on getting a Cerubane weapon, which requires like gathering things from different zones, a little bit of blacksmithing, a little bit of brewing, I think. Uh, yeah, and actually, now that I say that, since I got some points, here, we'll do blacksmithing mastery, just on the off chance that that helps us out with 36. Oh, okay, only got enough for 2 ranks of that, so we increased our chance, or reduced our chance to fail a blacksmithing combined by 25%. I think the blacksmithing weapon is high trivial. I don't know. I'd have to look. Okay. Yeah, it's just looking. The weapon itself is not a high trivial. It's like 120, 115, or specifically 117 if I'm looking at the dagger. The sheets, the yttrium sheet metal used to make the weapon has a 335 trivial though. So chances are high at failing on that. Might farm up a couple more AAs and get the extra, the last rank of the blacksmithing mastery AA. Just because the failure would include an item that requires some farming, so I'd rather have to avoid farming stuff multiple times because of trade skill failures. So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do that next time. I have to go to like 4 different zones to farm like stuff. So I've already got a bunch of the ore from the mines in Shra Temple. I'm sure it drops other places too, so I don't have to get that. Uh, that's just a few other things that need to get. And then yeah, maybe after we get a Bane weapon, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get 2 of them. Um, eh, I maybe. I guess while we're in the zones, we could farm up a couple sets of materials. One of them is Shisar blood, which I've been vendoring, and is not super common, but I found some in Shra Temple, so I'll have to just go kill a bunch of stuff there to get some more Shisar blood. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Oh, sorry, one more thing that I got that was kind of cool. I got this off of one of the guys in the Shra Temple, one of the bosses, just a clickable gate thing. I actually found it useful recently because of the bug I was talking about with the Shadow Curse, Shadowknight AA, where like you're stuck in combat. So when you're in combat, you can't use the Bazaar portal thing, and you can't cast spells from your spellbook when you're in combat. So you can't just do like /cast gate. So I've found this belt useful if I get stuck in combat to be able to like zone out easily if I need to like leave a zone. So yeah. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope that was somewhat informative. I don't know. I did not know what I was doing, but figured it out. So maybe that'll help somebody else. figure out how to get the pieces and turn in for the key needed to get to Lord Inquisitor Seru. But until next time, take care.